The Virginia game, you rewatched it. What did you sort of take away from that when you think back on what you did well and sort of what you take going forward?
Definitely, I feel like in that first half, I just came out prepared, ready to be confident on the offensive end as well as defensive end. I just feel like I see my opportunity, and first half it was really well, and I feel like second half showed a little bit more of the experience side, and an increase in minutes and where I need to improve. So it was definitely a learning lesson.
What's the process been like for you to get to full speed physically and comfortable playing the game after the time away?
It's just been step by step, whatever, phase that I'm moving on next to, it's just phase by phase, and I feel like I've, progressed pretty well.
Did you have times where it wasn't coming as fast as you wanted, or did you feel like now that everything's moving like it should? Like, kind of where were you emotionally about all that?
Yeah, I've always been kind of patient about the whole process thing, so I just really, just try to slow down, just think step by step, each putting one foot in front of the other.
How did you feel physically the next day?
I was pretty sore,
Yeah.
I feel like anybody would, playing from, 3 minutes to however many minutes I played against UVA. So, I was sore, but recovery plays a big factor into it, being available for the next game, even the next practice.
How would you describe all the facets of your game to somebody who maybe hasn't seen you play and what your strengths are?
I'm a really skilled forward. You see me out there, I'm really looking to shoot the ball, use my touch, a couple of shots that didn't go in, but I feel like, that'll come as I get used to playing on this level. But, I love the face-up game. You can use both hands, love to get into the middle off the face-up, really. Able to shoot the ball from the 3-point line, space the floor out.
Do you have the green light to shoot threes? You threw a couple up.
Yeah, in the half-court setting, I do, but, in transition, you're looking to get easy baskets.
What has Coach Davis told you about what to expect going into Louisville tomorrow and sort of what your role might be depending on Armando and Pete being there?
I leave kind of like that stuff up to him. I just try to prepare myself for whatever might happen. Just try to prepare myself as normal. And just go in, looking at the scouting report, watching film, just coming in day by day, prepping myself, going over, scout, and all that. Just trying to do my part.
What kind of advice have Armando and Pete been giving you in the past couple days since you've seen your role being expanded?
Nothing really new. They give you advice from here and there, tips, just vet tips and from stuff from their experience.
How much have you matched up with Armando in practices previously? A veteran big man who's played at a pretty high level for a while. And what were your takeaways from that as you got into practice and flowed more and more?
Quite a lot. I've played against Armando quite a lot in practice. You can see the difference between a college player and and a high school a college freshman. It's a really strong guy. The biggest difference is the strength and maturity and the experience level.
Up in your game the other day, getting those significant minutes, what has this journey and process been like for you, playing college ball?
It's been great. It's definitely a blessing. Anytime I get asked that question, I can only say, it's just been a blessing. I'm blessed to be here, be a part of this team, this coaching staff, and it's just been great. With the ups and downs that I've had, there's more to come. But I feel like I'm preparing myself for every step of the journey.
With a couple of injuries the last couple of weeks, have you seen the competition level pick up in practice with the reserves?
Yeah, definitely. Guys see the the urgency to want to play, and it's just guys are you're looking to compete. It's always been really competitive in practice, and it's just that's still continuing.
What's it been like being a UNC basketball player at North Carolina outside of the basketball aspect, just walking around and?
It's been pretty cool. It's been pretty chill for me, I would say. It's not like I'm getting hawked down by fans or anything. People that watch the game last night, you might hear a couple of good games walking through the quad or something to class or from class. But it's been pretty cool. I'll say, we got pretty good fans here.
What were the challenges when you couldn't play for a year and you were rehabbing? It was mental and physical challenges. Can you talk about that journey?
It was definitely a lot more mental than it was physical. just trying to stay motivated, trying to stay positive are, you know, the biggest things. Just taking it every day as a battle. Just like every day, you know, just wanting to attack each day as hard as you can. That's I would say that's the biggest thing about coming back from my injury.
Do you have a support system at home and that really helped you?
Yeah, I've been blessed with a great support system. You know, I got two parents, and they love me and they support me. I got great siblings as well. You know, great inner circle. It's just been pretty great for me, and they've just been in my ear with nothing but wisdom and motivation and positivity.
What was your family and your support system's reaction after the game the other night?
Just keep going. You know, they obviously want me to enjoy the little moments that I get like that, and just keep focusing on putting one foot in front of the other.
What did you learn from that game that maybe you didn't know before?
One more time.
What did you learn after going through that game at Virginia that maybe you didn't know about the college game?
You know, playing extended minutes like that is pretty hard. You gotta stay locked in on every possession. That can be hard when you get tired. So I would say that was probably the biggest takeaway from that. Just staying locked in on each and every possession.
What's your connection like with the playmakers on this team? I mean, it really seemed like Caleb was finding you on the pick and roll against Virginia. You know, what's it like playing with those elite talented guards?
It's been great. You know, we haven't been here long. You know, we've been here for like 7 months, and you know, it's been great. You know, these are guys that I compete with. I see every day. So even though that was like my first time playing extended minutes like that, you know, the chemistry has been there from practice and being on the court in the summertime.
What have you been told about your potential? I know a reporter from the game said he talked to a scout and said that you had the biggest pro potential on this roster. When you hear something like that, what do you think, and what do you think your potential is?
I feel like I can be as you know, whatever my potential is, just maxing out. I can be as good as I want to be if I just go hard as possible. You know, I haven't really been listening to any outside noise or anything. Just trying to do my part and prepare myself each and every day and go as hard as possible. So I feel like everything else will just take care of itself.
Given you do have the face-up game that you have, like, what's your comfort level playing alongside another big versus playing as like a lone big in there? How does that change the spacing for you?
You know, I'm comfortable, playing by myself. You know, it would be great, to play with another big. Basketball is basketball, honestly. Yeah. So if we have another big in the game, that's great. If we don't, that's great. That's fine.
1 or 2 more, anybody? All right, Pete.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.